For the first time this season, Virginia Tech was coming off a loss, and it just wasn't any loss. The Hokies were taken to the woodshed by Pittsburgh last Saturday, 35-17, ending their 13-game winning streak in true road games. Today, the Hokies were back home hosting Bowling Green. A beautiful afternoon at Lane Stadium as Virginia Tech celebrated Military Appreciation Day with those fancy new helmets. Second quarter, no score. Logan Thomas hits a wide open J.C. Coleman, and Coleman does the rest. Scampers in from 10 yards out. Hokies lead 7-0. Later in the second, Thomas drops the pill to Dyrell Roberts for the 42-yard touchdown. Thomas accounted for 3 touchdowns in the game. Tech led 21-0 at the half. To the third, the ground game went to work. Michael Holmes for a 2-yard score. The Tech's ground game racked up 133 yards and 3 touchdowns as they blanked the Falcons 37-0. Staying in the ACC, Virginia was looking for the upset at 17th-ranked TCU. First quarter, no score. Casey Paul to Brandon Carter. Did you see that one-handed catch? He'll do the rest. 68 yards for the touchdown. TCU has a 7-0 lead. Second quarter, still 7-0, and TCU again on the move. Paul called the short touchdown to Josh Boyce, his 18th career touchdown that breaks the school record. Horned Frogs have a 14-0 lead. Later in the second, UVA's lone bright spot in the first half, Varana's Maurice Kennedy comes up with the team's first interception of the season, but it would not be enough. Paul Call finds Ladarius Brown for the 17-yard touchdown. TCU wins 27-7. The Cavs have now lost 2 straight. To the CAA, where in the last 2 games, Richmond has become an offensive juggernaut, scoring 40 or more points in wins over Gardner-Webb and VMI. But now the conference season begins for the Spiders, who went winless in the CAA a year ago. Taking on Georgia State inside the Georgia Dome, the Spiders playing indoors for the first time since the national semifinals in 2008. First quarter, no score. Spider running back Javon Smith looking for the corner and got it from a yard out. The Spiders have an early 7-0 lead. Fast forward to the second. Richmond up 14-0. John Lobb with a strike to Stephen Barnett, who will find the end zone from 49 yards away. Lobb 16-25, passing 223 yards, and that score. Spiders up 21-0. And the defense was impressive for a 3rd straight game, forcing 3 turnovers to include this one by Cooper Taylor. The Spiders win their 3rd straight and their first in the CAA since November 2010, 35-14 over Georgia State. What a game down in Norfolk between Old Dominion and New Hampshire. Old Dominion was down 16 points in the 4th quarter before Taylor Heineke went off, throwing up a Division I record 700. I said 730 yards. He also threw 5 touchdowns in the ball game. It went late in the 4th quarter, tied at 61. Jared Brown hits a 25-yard field goal, and Old Dominion comes back from down 16 to win. That is not a typo. 64-61 the final. James Madison was looking for a bounce-back win on the road at Rhode Island. First quarter, no score. Former Varina standout Justin Thorpe hits his tight end, Brian Barlow, over the middle. Barlow rumbles 22 yards for the touchdown. Thorpe went 26-40 for 340 yards and 2 touchdowns. Rhode Island falls at home 32-7, the final for James Madison. To Williamsburg, the Tribe trying to avoid an 0-4 start, hosting Delaware. First quarter, 3-0 Blue Hens. Tribe quarterback Rafael Ortiz takes a shot. The ball goes right into the hands of Zach Kerr, and Kerr won't stop until he reaches the end zone. 47-yard touchdown for Delaware, who led 10-0. Second quarter, 17-0 Delaware. Drake Kuhn on for a 20-yard field goal for the Tribe, but his block scooped up by Travis Hawkins, and Hawkins has got reservations for 6. 90 yards on the fumble return. 24-0 Delaware at that point. This game was in a weather delay for almost 2 hours, still late in the 4th quarter. Right now, Delaware in firm control, 51-21 over the Tribe. To the ODAC, Hampton-Sydney was looking to go 3-0 this season. They hosted Huntington. First quarter, no score. Huntington's Neil Posey to Trevor Manuel on the bubble screen. Manuel will dive in for the touchdown from 5 yards out, 7-0 Huntington. To the second quarter, same score for the Tigers. Evan King, who ties it up from 2 yards away. Game tied at 7, but the Tigers will lose a 4th quarter lead at home on Posey's 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Huntington wins on the road 24-21. A couple of other scores to talk about right now in the CIAA. Both Virginia State and Virginia Union lost. Trojans lost at Johnson C. Smith 28-21. Winston-Salem beat Virginia Union 35-6.